Sup? This is Alex Chu coming at you with another episode. This episode, I want to talk about a very strange Chinese prophecy. But before I talk about that, I want to tell you my name's Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small finger during sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal. For example, I'm already 50. In 2 months, I'll be 51. See, I still look pretty young, right? Pretty skinny. You can tell look at my belly. You can tell I don't work out. Um, I have lots of testimonials from Amazon customers. If you go to my website, okay, it's livemuchlonger.com, livemuchlonger.com. Most of them give me 4-star, 5 stars. So if you want to live forever, you want to look like me when you're 50, livemuchlonger.com, okay? Yes, this is sort of this is in Chinese. It's called 刘伯温太白山悲记. It's a very famous prophecy. You know, I actually read this prophecy when I was just a teenager. When I was a teenager, I had a book. It's like 7 like famous Chinese prophecies. You know, of course it's written in Chinese. I read this before. You know, I read this before when I was just a boy. Okay, the original version, right? It came in. It's sort of like a chain letter. There's this one part. Sorry, let me turn off the fan here. There's this one part in the poem. It tells you to spread this like a chain letter. You know, like a chain letter. Oh yeah, you got to spread this. One part of the poem it says, if you don't spread this, shit is gonna happen to you. You know, and I think they took it off. I think it's because of the Chinese government. You know, Chinese government, they're communists, right? They're not, they don't like religion. So if you go to, I'm gonna leave a link at the bottom of this video, okay, where you could find this original poem. It's in Chinese. It's in a Chinese encyclopedia. You click on it, you can see the Chinese encyclopedia. You just, I don't know, you load the text, you load the complete text into a translator. It will come out pretty much the same, you know. But the original version had a chain letter, telling you to spread this like wildfire, or else something's going to happen to you. I got this version. It didn't have a chain letter, but when I was little, I saw this poem. It was in chain letter. It was chain letter, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna explain this to you. I'm gonna translate this into English, okay? It says, the sky has eyes, the earth has eyes, everyone has eyes. The sky is turned, the earth is turned, and there is unlimited happiness. Out of 10,000 poor people, only 1,000 can survive, and out of 10,000 rich people, just 2 or 3 shall live. If the rich and poor don't change their ways, death will show up in front of your eyes. There are no grains in the fields, and beware of disappearance of people. If you ask when the plague will appear, wait for September or October. You see, this is written in Chinese. You know, in Chinese, the February is actually the first months of China, right? You know, in Chinese calendar, okay, February, the Western February is actually the first months. So it says, if you ask when the plague will appear, wait for September or October. This is talking about the Chinese September, October, so this is talking about the Western months. It's talking about October and November. See, COVID-19 appeared in Wuhan, China in around October and November, So, and then it says, those who do good get to pass, but those who do evil cannot walk through. There are people who do great good to avoid this terrible calamity. There are 10 sorrows in front of us. First sorrow, the world is chaotic. And the second sorrow, people starve to death. Third sorrow, the trouble comes from Huguan. Huguan, in ancient China, Huguan is a province. And that province contains Hubei. And Hubei contains Wuhan, Wuhan's a city, Hubei is a province. I mean, it's a modern province, but back in the days, Huguan is the entire province. Okay, Huguan contains Wuhan, So it says, Sir sorrow and trouble come from Wuhan. I mean, Huguan. Sir sorrow and trouble come from Huguan. See, so it's accurate. That's where the virus started, right? And the fourth sorrow is turmoil in every town. Fifth sorrow, people are uneasy. Sixth sorrow appears in September, October. Again, September, October. That's the Chinese calendar, September, October. It's talking about October and November, okay? So, seventh sorrow, have food, but nobody eats. Yeah, when the COVID-19 appeared in China, right? I mean, there's food, but then nobody dares to go eat it because people heard that the food is also contaminated by COVID-19, right? Nobody dares to eat it. People were ordered to stay, to quarantine inside their apartments. They don't dare to come out. So there's lots of food, but then nobody dares to distribute food, because of the virus, right? Nobody dares to distribute food. Nobody dares to come out. So there is food, but people are starving to death inside their apartments. Yeah, okay. And in a sorrow have clothes, but nobody can wear. Yeah, there's clothes. There's it's talking about this is talking about clothes and the usual daily necessities. Daily necessities and clothes and all sorts of shit has have clothes, but nobody dares to wear. This means, because nobody is on the street, everybody is quarantined at home. Nobody dares to come out the street. So you cannot distribute anything. You cannot even distribute masks or people were, starved to death inside their apartments. The ninth sorrow, nobody pick up corpses. Yeah, it's like dead body on the street. Nobody dares to pick them up. You know, they were, especially in Wuhan, right? I mean, I heard that dead body were being burned right at the spot. Like somebody fall down on the street, they burn the body right at the spot. Nobody dares to pick up corpses. In the tenth sorrow, it's hard to live through the pig and the mouse year. Pig and mouse year. Uh, Mouse year is last year. Pig year is 2019. That's COVID-19, right? Mouse year is 2019, and then pig year is 2020. Yeah, it's hard to live through the pig and mouse year. If you have passed the great tribulation years, you will become immortal. Yeah, maybe people wear my rings. Yeah. Even if you are made of bronze, sadness still can strike you on the 13th of July. Even if you have a body of steel, you still need to do good to self-preserve. Beware of hardship and beware of the year of the dragon and snake. The year of the dragon and snake is 2024. Is it 2024? 丑寅卯辰巳22. Oh yeah, 2024 and 2025. Okay, 2024. It says, "Beware of the year of the dragon and the snake." I think that time, there's going to be World War III, but China will invade Taiwan. A little boy rules like the first Ming emperor. A little boy rules like the first Ming emperor means we'll see what that means. Sichuan is even worse than Wuhan. Actually, it says the original says Sichuan is even worse than Hanzhong. Hanzhou is the ancient city of Wuhan. Ancient city of Wuhan. But it's the same thing. Sichuan is even worse than Wuhan. Sichuan. Now I realize what this means because it says, even if you are made of bronze, sadness still strikes you on the 13th of July. In this year August, in 2021 August, right? 2021 August, there's flood water in Sichuan. Sichuan, the city of Dazhou. On August 7th. Dazhou city in Sichuan was flooded. Somebody opened up the reservoir. There's a lot of rainwater, right? It's like 3 days of continuous rainwater, and then some government official just opened up the reservoir, and then they allowed the water to pour into the city, and then a lot of people they just died. I mean, they died. A lot of people they were sleeping in the middle of the night, and then water just flooded the whole city. Water flooded the city so fast, a lot of people died in their sleep, and it happened in August 7th, okay? And you look at this prophecy, it says, sadness still strike you on the 13th of July. Remember what I said? Chinese calendar, right? It's one month in advance, 1 month in advance. So in Chinese calendar July, it's actually August, it's actually August. And 13th of July, yeah, it's very close. It's shit happened in August 7th, right? And then you count, you count like that that calamity lasted many days, Yeah, so and a lot of people died. You don't know how many people died. And then it reads, "A great lion roars like thunder." I guess this is the Lion of Judah. Better than the morning white tiger. White tiger, it's the West. Talking about the West. It's talking about the North, the king of the North, because white represents the West. White represents the West. Okay. The rhino showed its tail. Rhino? Maybe it's talking about Donald Trump's rhino. Donald Trump always talking about rhino, right? The Republican in name only, right? Republican in name only. Maybe it's talking about the Donald Trump rhino. The rhino showed its tail and met fiercely on the ground. If you ask for the year of peace, build a bridge to welcome the new Lord. When the year 2044, okay, 甲子, it's a 甲子year, 甲子year, 2044 arrives, everyone smiles. And then ask them why they smile. They say they welcome the new landlord. There are no thieves in the night. Although it is a plan, the Lord sits on the central soil. The people call him the true Lord. Silver coin is a treasure. You can't use it anymore. Sure enough, silver is a treasure. It cannot be mined from the ground. I don't know why. Silver is, I guess maybe it's digital currency. I guess eventually digital currency will take over. I don't know. See, back in the days, silver is money. This is written 600 years ago. Back in the days, most people they carry, they carry junk silver inside their pocket. They don't have like paper. They have paper currency, but paper currency is back in the days. It's only rich people, only like very super wealthy people. They have currency because currency is, being printed on a huge piece of paper, and it's usually a lot of money. Usually thousands of pounds of silver. A lot of money. Poor people, they have coins and silver. So maybe silver coin is a treasure. You can't use it anymore. Sure enough, silver is a treasure. They cannot be mined from the ground. Digital currency, I guess. The seven walk all the way. Everyone laughs. Everyone is safe. There's some poem at the end I cannot translate because that's like, it's like it wants you to guess the name of a certain person. I can't translate that. I don't even know how to guess it. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna leave a link at the bottom of this video. You check it out. Yeah, it's right now a lot of people are a lot of Chinese are talking about this poem. Because it fulfilled. Because first of all, coronavirus, right, fulfilled in that certain year, right, and then they talk about the flood of Sichuan, which happened just in August 7th, 2021. Everything fulfilled. So anyway, hope you enjoy. Please subscribe if you like.